Hi, I'm John, and this is Hal from CounterTaq, and today we're going to be going over the CounterFlow, the primary movement in the CounterTaq system. So the first part is, we're going to break it down into two parts. The first part utilizes your hands on your head like in the stance video. So you're going to want to make sure that your hands are ever rotating around your head and that your body moves around the attack, and utilizing your forearms and elbows as the primary means of attack and defense. So Hal's going to demonstrate different punches, and I'm going to show you exactly how you block them, or how you can adapt this type of system to help you block an opponent's punches. So here we go. So for the jab, and then so regardless, you want to constantly make sure that your body moves around the attack. So if you can get directly inside of their guard, that's good, because now you're setting yourself up for an attack and to put your opponent on their heels. How can you throw a hook? So as you can see, this works with a variety of punches, so it's not just limited to even just jabs or crosses. So the second part is utilizing your hands outstretched to push them back. The flinch is the primary means that your body utilizes when it meets danger. And so we're going to adapt it into the simple machine known as the wedge to defuse an opponent's attack with a different range of punches. So what you want to make sure you do is you want to throw your hands out and make sure that your arm is open greater than a 45-degree angle with your fingers splayed, because with your fingers splayed, your arm system is more secure than if you had a closed fist. So now we're going to demonstrate the second part using outstretched hands and to actually flinch into the attack as opposed to away from it. So here we go. So that's the jab, and then the cross. And what you want to make sure you aim for, come this way. So one of the things you want to make sure you aim for is if your inside hand should try and hit them in their solar plexus, their chest, or their neck to completely knock them off guard. That way, you're already taking their attack away from them. If you're in the street, that should completely diffuse the opponent's will to keep going, because as soon as you hit, you're just going to keep driving back, putting them on their heels. So, do you want to throw an uppercut, Hal? Now this is a little different of an adaptation, but still, you can totally flinch in, and as long as you hit along their shoulder and along this part of their forearm, you can completely diffuse the attack. Do you want to throw a hook? So even with a hook, same thing. You can do it simply by outstretching your hands. So now we're going to demonstrate the entire flow together and how you utilize both movements to create an effective counterattack. So, are you ready, Hal? So there's one. Also what you can do is you can use the actual counterflow to throw a punch. As soon as you're in here, maybe you see that he's lining up for a second punch. All you have to do then is collide into him with the actual first part. And already you're inside his guard. And if you want, you can then shoot up with an elbow to the face. So a few examples of how this entire system opens the door to possibilities for you. We're going to demonstrate with a hook and a double elbow attack. So, you ready, Hal? So for the hook, all you have to do is come in and then hook your fist. You're not going to have a lot of actual movement to do it, so you're going to have to drive all of your power from your core and your legs, where the twisting part of your body comes into play a lot. You're going to make sure that you stay centered over your feet, because if you reach too far, you're going to be off balance. So the second exercise, or the second example that we're going to show, is the double elbow. So, you ready? And all you do then is rip your elbow one way and then hit their face the other way.